Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name's Adam, I'm from South London, and this is my story.
I couldn't find happiness in anything. I started reviewing all the places I was searching, like money, jewelry and women. Look at the lifestyle we was living. Now I find satisfaction in the simple things. Look at the inner peace that religion brings. Like just knowing your purpose in life. Like knowing the angel of death could take your soul tonight. Like the possibility of you getting to paradise. You know, knowing you can get there if you're living right.
So bro, tell us a little bit about your childhood life.
Well, I grew up in South East London, Camberwell. I went to Christchurch Primary School in Forest Hill. As a young child, I was very hyper, very wild. Like, I didn't really have that much manners towards my teachers and my parents.
But do you think you had anger problems from a young age?
Yeah, anger issues to be honest. If I didn't get something, if my father didn't get me something, I would just wild out.
So you spot? You saying you're one of them children when you don't say
basically
something,
I was
sit on the floor, don't move. So I don't know.
Anger tantrums.
Okay. So when you left primary school?
When I left primary school, I went to Crofton Park in Brockley. Crofton Park was out of my borough. It was, to be honest, the school was alright, but it could have been better. Like, I had a decent amount of friends, but they weren't from my area. I didn't really like the teachers that much. I didn't really like education.
But you weren't interested in education at all?
No, I wasn't. It just wasn't. I normally preferred sports, table tennis or football.
So were you like one of them people, you know when you're in school, you just feel like you don't even want to be here type of thing?
I just cared about the sports, that's it.
Okay.
Nothing more.
Okay. So did you leave in school with any GCSEs?
Not really, no.
Okay, subhanAllah. So after you left secondary school, what were you up to then?
I went to Bromley College. I got kicked out of Bromley College.
What did you get kicked out for?
You know what, just attendance and punctuality, and then I went to South Thames. Got kicked out of South Thames.
Same type of thing?
Yeah, same type as a joke thing. And then I went Lewisham. And then, yeah, I done sports at Lewisham. I was going well for a bit. And then, after that, my father died.
How did your father pass away?
He died of cancer.
SubhanAllah. SubhanAllah. So how did that affect you, your father passing away?
You know what, it affected me a lot because I was just trapped. Like, I didn't want to do nothing no more. I didn't want to speak to no one. I just kept myself closed. I didn't want to speak to my friends, my family. Yeah, I just felt lost.
So you just kind of like kept yourself like in a bit of a shell.
Exactly.
Did your family, did like your mom and your extended family, did they realize what you were going through at that time?
Yeah, I think they did, but I just didn't want to acknowledge them. I just wanted to keep myself to myself.
Do you feel like did you kind of like go into like a state of depression or?
I did a bit, yeah. I did.
How deep were we talking here?
It was deep, it was very deep. Like, I wanted to see a counsellor, but that didn't really help. They asked too much questions.
That's their job though?
Yeah, that's their job. But
it's uncomfortable,
yeah,
I know.
Too much personal questions and yeah.
So from there, where did your life go from there?
From there, it didn't really change much. My brother died, he got murdered.
How did you get murdered?
He got stabbed.
Tell us a story.
Basically, he got stabbed in East Dulwich football ground at a party. I met him on a Friday and he was going to the party. He told me not to come. And he still went with a couple of friends. They had an argument at the party. They took it outside. They chased him for about, I think, 3 minutes or something. They obviously got on the bus. They took him off the bus, stabbed him 24 times.
24 times? What, one individual?
Less than a minute.
SubhanAllah. Did he die in the scene?
No, he died in hospital.
Was it like a group?
4? Yeah, it was about 4 of them.
SubhanAllah, 24 times, that's deep, man.
It's deep, man, it's deep.
SubhanAllah. So I can't imagine, how did that affect you at that time?
I just thought, that's it, my dad's gone, my brother's gone. Like, there's no point being there. I used to question God, why is this happening to me? Why every time? Why is my family members dying like this?
And what was the time period between your dad and your brother passing away?
Like a year and a half.
Yeah, that's a short period, man.
Yeah, it's a short period.
So I know you were saying that when your father passed away, you went into depression. So what happened now when your brother passed away?
I just thought, that's it. I just give up on life. I just wanted to go with him, to be honest.
Like you just didn't want to be on this earth?
I just had a dead heart. Just didn't want to be on the earth. Kept on questioning God. Like, why is this happening to me every time? My brother's dead now. I just give up.
So then, what then took place in your life?
After that, I went to study a security course, 13 days to get my SHA badge. Now I'm working part-time, trying to get on with my life. And yeah.
So let's go back a little bit. Your father passed away, your brother got murdered, and you said you were questioning God. So tell us a little bit about, before you came to Islam, what was the run-up? Because what was going on in your life? Because if you're questioning God...
To be honest, like, I had a rough life. I had a rough upbringing. I lived in one bedroom flat in Camberwell with my father and my brother whilst my dad was sick. We used to sleep on the floor every night. I used to get cramps in my leg. Like,
so you witnessed your dad deteriorate?
Yeah, deteriorate. One social worker came over and said, you know your dad's gonna die. I didn't know, when he said that, I didn't know what to do. I just felt like in tears.
And what age were you at this time?
I was about 13.
Wow. Carry on.
And yeah, from there, I just witnessed it. He's deteriorating, he's getting worse and worse. Every time he's saying to me that, don't worry, things are gonna be fine. But I know he was just lying to me. He just didn't want to see me hurt. But yeah, I just took it to heart. And yeah, I tried to keep strong and have a bit of faith. But
it wasn't there.
It wasn't there. It wasn't there at all.
So what age exactly was you when your dad passed away?
I was about 15.
16. Okay, so let's get back. So now you said your dad passed away, your brother got murdered. You kind of had enough of life. Now what?
Yeah, I didn't know what to do, to be honest. Like, I didn't have the father figure to keep me going, to keep me striving. I just didn't know what to do.
So what was your run up for you finding out about Islam?
My cousin, he's a Muslim, alhamdulillah. He was the one that was giving me dawah. I was asking a lot of questions about Christianity. Why can't Christians go to heaven, etc., etc. He's telling me that they do something called share partners with God, which is a major sin in Islam. And I was looking into Islam a decent amount in depth. And yeah.
But what made you look into Islam? Because obviously,
it's
through the things you went through, you said you were questioning everything. Now you're looking. What happened?
I don't know, it's just things what he was saying. Like the oneness, Tawheed, oneness about God. Like, it's the things he was saying was making sense.
You know what's amazing about what you said, like about the oneness of God, because people, when you're sincere and people come to you and they tell you about believing in one God and there's only one creator and not associating partners with him, even when you're ignorant, it just makes so much sense.
It makes so much sense.
It makes so much sense because we know 2, 3 gods can't control the whole world. That don't make no sense.
Of course.
You understand? Even I look at myself before, I never used to say I believe in God because it's not something that used to be on my mind.
Of course.
God wasn't something that used to be on my mind. Unless I get into a problem, I'll be like, oh God.
I always held a conscience.
But what do you think made you hold that conscience though?
I don't know, man. It's just faith. Like, I know it's just faith. Like, I don't know what it was.
There was just something there.
There was just something there.
Oh, so carry on telling us the story. So he's telling you about shirk, associating partners with Allah.
Yeah, he was telling me about shirk, sharing partners with Allah, saying that Jesus is Lord, he has children, Allah has children, etc., etc. That was one of the major sins. And after that, he explained to me a bit more. It made sense to me. I went to the mosque the following week in South East London, Camberwell Mosque, and I took my shahada there.
SubhanAllah. So did you go to the mosque on your own?
I went with him, inshallah.
So how did it feel becoming a Muslim?
I just felt a blessing. I felt good. All my sins were wiped away. And yeah, I just felt reborn.
Can you tell us, becoming a Muslim, what has Islam done for you as an individual?
Well, it just made me feel more connected with my Lord. It's made me feel more at peace. And it's made me feel more legitimate and worshipping my Lord, one God. Has
Islam given you a direction in life? Because obviously you said before, you've been trialed, you've been tested, you've been through stuff, and losing family members, it's not easy. That is a test. Do you understand? But do you feel like now you got Islam, it's giving you a direction? Yeah.
It's giving me a direction to stay firm, have sabr, have patience. And yeah, just to live good, do the right thing, love one another.
MashaAllah.
And yeah, to worship your Lord.
So you see you becoming a Muslim, how did your family take to that? Like your mum, how was she?
She's a very negative woman, to be honest.
Still?
Yes. No, not now. Alhamdulillah, she's calm now. But as me becoming a Muslim, she used to think that I was going to go jihad do terrorism. She was very negative.
Worried media.
Worried media.
I had the
Blinded,
same.
yeah.
I had the same
Yeah.
problem when I became Muslim. My mum was worried. And she see me growing my beard. She's like, "What's going on? What you doing? Who's making you do all these things?" You understand? It's peer pressure, but the media, you know, sometimes our parents, they're very indulged in the media. Whatever they see on the TV, they kind of believe it. So how's the relationship with your mum now?
No, it's very close because just me and her. I'm trying slowly giving her dawah. May she be guided, inshallah.
I mean.
And that's about it, to be honest.
What about your friends? How's your friends taking to you becoming a Muslim?
A lot of them I don't really talk to.
At all?
Some is just for guidance. I give them dawah now and then. I'm mainly with Muslim brothers.
MashaAllah. But when you became Muslim, what's the type of, how did they take to it?
They wasn't really indulged, to be honest. They didn't really want to know about the religion because they saw the change in me.
So they weren't happy with it?
No, they wasn't. And I told one friend of mine, till today I still talk to, that there's no benefit with me and you being together, chilling, there's no benefit. He used to always say to me that, why are you going to the mosque, why are you praying, what are you gaining? They're worshipping an imaginary God. I used to be like, just leave yourself, man, leave me be.
You know, one of the things what you just said in regards to, you said to your friend, there's no point us being friends anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's a very hard thing to do, especially I see a lot of reverts. This is one of the hardest things that they struggle with because obviously when you've grown up, especially you grow up in a hood or whatever, you go through situations with your friends, maybe life or death situations as well, where they've helped you or whatnot, and now you become a Muslim, everything changes. So it's difficult to, you know, kind of cut people off, but like you said, sometimes it's the right thing to do because at the same time, when you become a Muslim, some people are not happy with the way you're living. So what can you do? What can you do? At the end of the day, you're not trying to force religion onto anyone, but if this is the path for you that you're going to choose, then people have to accept it and respect it, or it's going to be a problem for you lot to get along.
Of course.
So by default, it's a difficult thing for you to do what you've done, but it's the right thing. So what's the main thing for you believe that Islam has done for you since you become a Muslim, the main thing?
The main thing is it's opened more doors for me, to be honest. Like, it's made me more like firm, and it's made me more firm and more belief that Allah is there.
MashaAllah.
Allah is there. Allah guides who He wills.
You know, you as an individual, have you found it hard to embrace things like praying and stuff like that?
No, at first I was a bit shy. Like, I didn't really want to ask questions, etc., etc. When I first became Muslim, I wasn't really as much striving as much as I am now. Like trying to learn different things. I don't know why. I just didn't really want to.
What do you think made you change though? What gave you that push?
The things that made me change is time's wasting. Like, you'll be questioned. Time is going every day. Time is fading away, and it's made me think that I've got to do something with my time whilst I've got it on earth.
Now you said you're more striving. Do you feel better in yourself? Do you feel like you're more doing the right thing?
Yeah, spirituality. Yeah, I do.
So spiritually, you feel better.
Yeah, 100%.
MashaAllah. Bro, there's many brothers and many sisters who may be watching this video today who come from a similar background from yourself, and they might be struggling with some of the things that you went through. What advice would you be able to give to individuals like that in regards to their lifestyle?
I would say to them, you only got one life on this earth, you only live once. Death could come to you any time. Just do the right thing, find guidance, find your Lord. Just find religion. If your intention's right, find religion. Just come off the road, it's all long. Like my family members, my brother and my dad, they didn't die Muslim, they died disbelievers. Like, I don't know what to do, like, I can't make dawah for them, nothing. It's in Allah's hands now. And yeah, just show obedience to your parents, your loved ones, your friends. Yeah, and to your Muslim brothers especially. Because, like, I can't do that no more. Like, I can't do that to my brother or my father. Like, none of my family apart from one member is Muslim. And me and him be reunited in Jannah, inshallah. And yeah, to the Muslim brothers and sisters out there, hold on to the rope of Allah. May Allah bless you all and make you steadfast.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.